Smoky bacon-flavored Pringles and promoting them as specifically made for the Muslim fasting month of Ramadan. Ramadan, a time ultimately when, well, it's forbidden to eat from dusk until dawn, not to mention that most Muslims abstain from pork. Well, the story proved quite popular on one social set of media, Tesco receiving a lot of criticism, some users claiming the idea for the promotion was less than stupid. However, the majority on Twitter took a clearly ironic approach, like another user saying that Pringles during Ramadan was just the thing, or a tweet that praised Tesco for trying to think outside the box. Another suggesting the marketing department might simply have missed the target. Well, Tesco says it's proud to offer products during Ramadan, though admitting the Pringles promotion probably wasn't that appropriate. It was all later removed. Some experts say commercial interests were to blame.
What's happened with Tesco's and Pringles is basically they've been caught by their own insincerity. They're not seriously interested in Islam or the Muslim way of life. With politicians making pro-Ramadan noises and wishing people well for Ramadan, they're trying to sort of tick a politically correct box that they think will get them some votes. With Tesco's and Pringles, doing the same sort of thing and having a promotion of their product for Ramadan, they're not again serious about Islam or whatever. They're simply trying to make some profit, aren't they?
Last year, Tesco was caught in another religious row when a Muslim cashier refused to serve a woman who was buying ham and wine because it was during Ramadan. The customer used Twitter to criticize Tesco for putting a Muslim on the checkout if he couldn't do the job. Another tweet repeated the age-old maxim, the customer is always right. To some other news in brief now, 4 Greenpeace protesters evaded security and scaled the Parliament in Wellington, New Zealand. They unfurled a large banner over the entrance of the building, calling for the Prime Minister to cut pollution and create jobs. In fact, they even hauled up 8 solar panels to represent what they say is the government's failure to promote renewable energy. Hundreds of thousands flooding the streets of the Chilean capital in the latest protest against education reforms and privatization. The demonstrators hurled rocks and smoke bombs at riot police who fired tear gas in response. Prior to the mass rally, student leaders had met government officials from the Education Ministry. Large crowds are occupying the center of Armenia's capital. The unrest started a week ago over an increase in electricity prices. On the scene, RT correspondent Ilya Petrenko.
Downtown Yerevan is getting used to scenes like this. It gets dark, and this street gets filled with thousands of protesters. Now, speaking of the things that are new today, the barricades, even though they're quite slippery, have been turned into an improvised stage. We've got the speakers installed here. The leaders are giving their speeches. From this point, there's music, everyone's dancing, and the mood looks quite jubilant. Starting to rain, but people are taking out their umbrellas and nobody really wants to leave. How long do you want to stay here?
Till morning, I think.
Till the morning. So you want to spend the night here?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have the food? You have other stuff here?
Everything.
Okay.
Мирное, это все мирное, нет никаких агрессий. Я скажу вам, что и благодаря полиции, что все это мирное, и благодаря многим нашим законопослушным гражданам всего этого.
По-моему, статус неплохой. Просто нормально, что неплохо, это уже хорошо. Ну, так будем сидеть, пока не достучимся.
Because we respect our rights. Because all they do it now is illegal. They do pay into it. And we are here to protest.
Coming up next here on RT International, after a very short break, it'll be the latest edition of Boom Bust, discussing the Supreme Court's sudden move to save Obamacare. This is RT International.